You may have already received your ballot for the September 14th recall election. And today, Governor Newsom spoke one-on-one with ABC 7 News anchor Liz Kreutz. Liz joining us live now from the newsroom with what the governor said. And actually, Liz, also what he did not say.
Yes, absolutely. You know, Larry, ABC 7 News has been asking for a sit-down interview with Governor Newsom since the start of the pandemic, and this is the first time that he has said yes. He is clearly ramping up his campaign and trying to get his message out, with voters already able to send in their ballots.
With polls showing the recall election in a dead heat, Governor Gavin Newsom is ramping up his efforts to get out his message. Today, in a one-on-one interview with ABC 7, we asked him about his take on the recall and his own record.
You frame this as a Republican power grab, as a takeover by the extreme right wing. Do you feel you're accountable at all, though? Are there any actions you've taken as governor that you think were a mistake?
I mean, I don't think there's a human being that can look back over 2.5 years and say they did everything perfectly. My gosh, as a human being. So look, that answer is obvious.
Can you be specific? Is it some part of the lockdown? Is it something with EDD, schools?
Look, it's a difficult job balancing, managing the needs, desires, aspirations of 40 million Americans. But I'm very proud of what we've done on COVID. It's been challenging, it's been stubborn, it's been stressful. I'm not naive about that, but I think it's important. Our approach of being the first to lead with that stay-at-home order a year and a half ago, I believe saved lives.
A recent poll from CBS News shows a majority of voters are supportive of California's vaccine mandates. And now Governor Newsom is running on the issue, comparing his pandemic policies to those of the Republicans looking to replace him.
They also all support eliminating mask mandates in our public schools, eliminating vaccine verifications. The leading candidate, Larry Elder, says they'll do that day one. So I have no interest in taking us off the COVID cliff.
Still, the timing of the Delta variant is creating a tricky situation for Newsom.
You were, as you mentioned, the first governor to do a stay-at-home order, but there are now states, such as Washington, that are going farther than us with vaccine and mask mandates. Many people wonder if you're holding back right now on enacting more mandates here because of the timing of the recall.
I don't do anything in that respect. We've led consistently.
In our interview, Newsom kept largely to his talking points, making the case for why he deserves to stay in office. He told us he's gotten advice from former Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger, but what advice he wouldn't say.
I appreciate his advice and counsel. All the former governors have actually been very helpful throughout this pandemic. I've had some of the most remarkable, heartfelt meetings specifically with all the ex-governors, 2 Republicans, 2 Democrats, that have helped guide me and counsel us throughout this pandemic. Very blessed.
And you want to shed any light on what he told you?
No, those conversations are private.
So again, the governor not revealing too much. He is clearly trying to get a focused message out, this idea that the alternative candidates would take California back. And while Newsom is out doing television interviews today, some of his Republican challengers are gathering for another debate tonight. It will not include Larry Elder or Caitlyn Jenner. Both have said they will only debate if Newsom does. Larry.
Yeah, which would be unlikely because he doesn't want to elevate them by being on the same stage. Let's go back a little bit because the recall in part was driven by parents who were outraged their kids were not in school, especially early on. You asked the governor about that. What did he say?
Yeah, so, you know, the governor's old mentor, former San Francisco Mayor Willie Brown, told me earlier this year that he believes Newsom understepped his power on this issue. In other words, that Newsom could have done more to open schools sooner. I asked the governor about those comments and if he believes he could have done more. And like in much of our interview, the governor defended his record and stood by what he did.